Hello, everybody. Thank you for the introduction. I appreciate it. My name is Isaac Keel, and I am owner of Digital Sunrise digital marketing agency. And we help businesses and organizations put together websites. We do photography, videography, social media, and a lot of things like membership management systems, like the Apricot, that will help help NextGen manage memberships much easier. It's a much more seamless process on the back end, and as well as members will help you be able to pay your dues more easily and just kind of keep track and sign up for events. Because I know right now what you're doing is going to the website, to the calendar, then going to Sign Up Genius, and doing it from there. But now everything will be in one area that you can go into and do everything seamlessly. I know there will be a lot of questions, and as Terry mentioned, let's please wait till the end. So just if you can remember maybe the area that you had a question on, and then we can do more specific questions at the end, and I'll be happy to do more one-on-one training as well as needed. So to get started, what is Wild Apricot? As I mentioned, it's a membership management system. It's going to make it very easy to manage your NextGen membership online, which includes editing and updating your information, whether it's your address, name, phone. It also will remind you to pay your dues annually on January 1st. So every year when January 1st comes, it'll remind you to pay your currently $10 dues, and it'll make it easy for you to remember and get that done. And it will keep reminding you until you pay. So please pay. Please be diligent. It gives you the ability to pay your dues online securely and safely, so you don't have to worry about giving your credit card information. It is a secure system. And then also, this is a place for you to view all the events and sign up for all your events in one place without having to go off of the system. So just a quick note to start with, each Wild Apricot account is limited to one member per email address. So I know that there are a lot of couples that share an email address. There must be a second email if you are currently sharing one email address. Now, to begin, what we're going to do is talk about accessing your account. So to start off with, this will need to be done through a web browser. So type of web browser like Safari, Chrome, Firefox, or Explorer or Internet Edge will get you to where you need to go. You cannot do this through the apps. So what we'll do is we'll go through the web browser piece first, and then we'll talk about what you can do on the app after you get your password and signed up. So first off, we're going to start how to get into your accounts. First off, you should have received an email, and if you didn't, that's okay. Last week we sent out an email to everybody who was in the system, said, here, please, you have to reset your password, which means to get your initial password. You could have clicked on that link, and it would have taken you here to sign in. There's a sign-in area on the top and a sign-in area as you scroll down. But basically, initially, what you need to do is if you have that email still, it'll ask you to click on this link to choose a new password. And yes, we understand you don't have a current password, and that's okay. This is so you can reset it and get your password, a temporary password, to set your permanent password. So once you get to the actual membership site, at the very top, you can see there's the login area, there's a forget password link, and you'll go ahead and click on that. And you'll come to this screen, which will ask you for your email. It'll ask you to put in this code, which is a spam code, which basically means trying to filter out robots and things like that try to go on and fill out forms online. So this code will be different every time you come in. So you'll just need to do your email, and the code is this 6-character code that appears there. And again, it'll be different every single time you go on there. And you click submit, and then that will email you your password, your temporary password, and you can go in to that same area, log in, and then it'll ask you to set your new password. So next, once you actually get in, you can view and edit your profile. Once you're actually logged in, you'll see at the top it'll say your name, and then it'll say view profile. You will no longer see the login area at the top there. You can click on my profile and scroll down. It'll show you your membership level, which is always going to be the same, so don't even worry about that. Your membership status, active, so if if you paid your dues, you'll be currently active. If it's overdue, we'll say overdue. It'll say when your renewal is due, it'll always be that next upcoming January 1st. And then if you scroll down, there's actually an option here. If you want to pay your dues early, you can click on that button to actually renew for an additional year, no matter what time of the year you're in. So if you want to renew for next year right now, you can definitely do that. When you go in and you click Edit Profile, you can go in here, you can edit your first name, your last name, your email if it's changed, you can put in your phone number if we currently don't have one for you. There's something called Avatar, which will basically just be a photo of you. If you want to upload a photo of yourself, you can. It'll show in the member directories, so that way people can recognize you if they don't know you by name. And then your RCSC ID. Most of them should be in there already, but if for some reason they're not, it is required to have that in your profile. So that is basically editing your profile. It's a very, very simple, there's not a lot of information, it's just the very basic amount of information that's needed for you to get started. Next we'll go signing up for events. There are two types of events. There's a simple registration event, and I don't want to get too complicated here, but basically like a Sun Bowl concert. That'll be your basic RSVP or card game. Something that that's not limited to specific members or so many members, but they're just trying to get a general count on how many people will be showing up for that specific event. And then there is a limited registration, which is a more complicated event, like a golf tournament, and that would be something that you would have to complete on a web browser versus the app. And actually, for the limited registration, just to give a little information, you can sign up yourself for, like say you were signing up for the golf tournament, you can sign up yourself on the app, but if you're signing up guests with you, that's when you need to go to a web browser. So if you're just signing up yourself for like a limited event like the pub crawl, where it's limited to 35 NextGen members, then you can sign up yourself on the app, but then if you want to add guests on there and it's available, you will need to do that on a web browser. So to continue, so to sign up for events, you would click on the events bar, and here would be your calendar. It's kind of like that Google Calendar that's on the current site. It looks pretty similar, so you can scroll through, you choose your event that you're interested in. Here is the craft beer tasting event that has already passed. And say you want to register for this one, it will tell you specifically you must register through this event through a web browser. You cannot register through the app. So it will notify you to let you know that you would need to go to a web browser like Chrome, Safari, Firefox, Internet Explorer to be able to sign up for this event. But once you click on the event, like say the craft beer tasting, it would automatically enter your information because it already has your information, and if you're logged in, then it will just put it in for you. And then you can click on register, and it'll just review and confirm. And then when you're done, you can click the yellow confirm button, and then you are signed up for that event. This one. Next, I'm signing up for the Wild Apricot training for members that was last week. So this would be a simple event where they don't need an actual a determined registration amount. It's just to kind of get a general idea of how many people will RSVP. So this type of event, if you click register on it, it will pop up just this little box that'll say, yes, I want to RSVP for this event. It has a little checkbox that says include my name in list of event registrants, so you can see who else is registered with you. And then you click on complete registration, and that event is done. And that is why that is a simple event versus a more limited event. Next, if you are interested in canceling your event registration for a limited event, say the golf tournament that only allows so many people, you would go in here, you would go to the actual event, and it says here, next to register, already registered, because I'm logged in and I've already been registered. So I click on the already registered button, and here it'll show you your registration information for this event, and then there's a cancel registration button that you can click, and then that'll let you cancel your registration. Now this next one is probably not for everybody, but if you have somebody new in the community or somebody that's interested in joining, this is how to register as a new member. So what they can do is go to the main site. They obviously won't be able to log in, but when they scroll down on the main site, it'll show that it'll ask them for their email, it'll ask them for that spam code that you have to enter. And then it'll ask them for all their information to sign up, and then must have their RCSC ID again. And then it'll ask to confirm that they want to join NextGen, and that completes their registration. So that's if there's somebody new who wants to come on. Now next, this is how to pay your annual dues. So what you can do is once you're logged in, again, you can scroll down on your membership details. You can see renew to Friday, January 1st, 2021. You would click on that. It would ask you to review and confirm that you want to go ahead and pay your dues. Again, you would click confirm on the far right over there, and it'll show you here, here's your balance due. Yes, you want to pay for your annual dues. You'd click pay online, and then here is where you would enter your card information and your address, and then you would securely pay your dues. Now, that is everything over the web browser. So now we're going to look at the features that the Wild Apricot app has for you that you can do a little more easily once you're signed up into the actual system. Once you're in, you have your password, you're ready to go. You can download the app if you haven't yet. And this is some of the features that the app can do a lot more quicker, that will just make it a lot easier at your fingertips to do. Now this is the app. You'll find it in Apple App Store. You'll find it in Google Play. Wherever you go to get your apps, it's a free app. You shouldn't pay if it's asking you to charge. That's the wrong app. This is a completely free app. So it should look like the Apricot with the green member. So once you download the app and open it, it'll ask you for your email and password. Again, you just enter your email and password because you already have that, because you've already done that through the web browser. And then it'll show you all your information. So here's all my information. Next, you can edit your profile. Again, it's the same thing. It's just in an easier format to be able to digest than the web browser. But here's where I can edit my information. Once you click on this menu bar up here, it'll show up events, and then here's all the upcoming events in list form. So I can scroll through, look through the events. Here's breakfast at the Peoria Cafe. I want to RSVP to it. I'll just click on register. It'll have my information already in there. And then I click on continue. And you can also look down here if you want your name included in the list of event registrants so they can see you. They go ahead and choose that option before you continue on. Once you press that little button, it should go to the right and turn green. And then your registration is successful. And then I can look in something called My Tickets, which is basically your events, and it'll show me what events I am signed up for. Next, here's the menu I was talking about. So if you click on the three lines, this menu will appear, your profile. You can see other members, the member directory. You can see those are where the upcoming events are, and then there's where the tickets are. And if I pull up the members, I can see all the members here, and you can click and see their information that they've allowed, that they put into the system for you to see, if you want to get in touch with anybody. So what can't you do on the app, but you can do on a web browser? There are a couple limitations. Limited event registrations. Again, if it's an event that is limited to so many members, and it's a very specific NextGen only event, you must use a browser if you're signing up for somebody more than just yourself. So you can sign yourself up through the app, but it won't allow you to do the guest registrations because some of them will require your guest to have the RCSC ID as well, and you'll have to do that on the browser. It's just something the app doesn't have the function to do right now. You can't cancel your event registrations on the app. You have to go to the browser to do that. Again, that is just for the member-only specific events. The general RSVP events, if you really want to cancel, you'd have to contact an administrator. There's no option to cancel those, but again, I believe those are just more general idea to get of numbers correct. Yeah. And then view other members attending. You want to see the other members that are attending the specific events. You'd have to go to the browser to do that. That's not available on the app right now. So those are the three limitations of the app. Okay, so finally, that does it for the quick overview. This is the actual website where you can go reset your password. This is the web browser address to go to. So the new website will be coming in the next week or so. So what you'll be able to do is still go to the main website. So this is not the new website. This is just the membership management system. So there will still be the main website that you can go to, And there'll be a member login link on there too. So you don't have to remember this. You don't have to remember this at all. But once a new website gets up, there'll be like a member login area. You just click on the button and it'll take you right to where you need to go.